Africans who are working in my company. I'm a black man. I own a company. I hire a Latino. The Latino comes back and complain about the African Americans because the Latino thinks because I'm African, I don't have any relationship with the African American. The Latino comes to me and tell me that you are an immigrant. I'm an immigrant. That African American cannot work. I have Jose, I have Gonzalez, my brothers who know how to work very well. You need to fire the African Americans and I will bring a lot of hardworking Latinos who work for your company.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Here's an African man. He's the owner of a construction company. And right now he's exposing how he hired a Latino. And that Latino man tried to sabotage all the African American men, tried to get them fired so they could be replaced with his people. Here, listen.
This is my company as a black man. My company. I was a contractor at Quantico Marine Base in Virginia. A contractor for General Electrics. And the Latino workers that are hired, they are snitching on the African American workers that are hired for me to fire the African Americans so they can bring Latinos to take their place.
And they want black men and black women to put the cape on for them while they're literally sabotaging black people on the job. Look how they even try to get another black man, an African, to turn on black Americans and team up with them on some immigrant camaraderie. I mean, this brother is exposing the blatant sabotage that he witnessed himself. They try to get him to flip on the black workers and replace them in his company. Absolutely crazy.
Because white Americans have been living with African Americans even from the day when our ancestors came from Africa as enslaved people. White Americans will work with African Americans who want to work. Latinos will not work with African Americans who want to work. There's a difference. There's a difference. White Americans will work with African Americans who wants to work. But Latinos will not work with African Americans who want to work. Latinos only work with Latino. So if you ask me, I can tell you that from my own personal self, that Latinos are more discriminatory and racist towards African Americans. For the time that I've been speaking, so many people have been flagging the life for the life to be taken down. Have I said anything bad about Latinos? I'm just speaking the obvious truth. Latinos don't like to work with black people. Latinos don't like to hire black people. I'm just saying the obvious truth. I'm just saying the obvious truth. Why are they reporting the life? As a matter of fact, if you're a Latino and you don't like what I'm saying, scroll on. I'm here to pass a message to African American men on how they can mobilize themselves to take over the construction industry labor force. So I will recap before I go. Black men in various cities, Miami, New York, start to come together in groups and register labor force companies. Then go to the big companies and get the contracts. You can either get the contracts through hourly pay or one contractual sum. Then if you are 10 of you in the group, you can get a contract say for $500,000 to do all the labor.
Listen, this brother is dropping nothing but gems and they can't stand it because they don't want to lose their grip on the construction industry. My thing is, it's enough work for everybody. The problem is, they want to completely lock black men out. That's why they would even go to this brother right here and try to get him to fire all the black Americans. See, when I hear stories like that, I can't feel no way when I see them scattering like roaches.
City, is that an area you guys are staying away from right now, or do you expect to go into those at some point?
We're going to enforce the law no matter where it is. Being in this country with a visa or a resident alien card is a privilege, and you got to follow certain rules.
I got to be honest about this Latino culture with the ICE raids. If you know anybody that's worked in the medical field, the dental field, management, those type of things, then you will know Latinos hire Latinos. And once they pack house, ain't no really too much of outside hiring.
You know what this whole protesting thing in LA is showing me, and it's actually showing the world too. Coming from a Hispanic, you know, Puerto Rican and Dominican or whatever, right? Hispanic people, they racist as f***, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hispanic people racist as shit. Alright, tell y'all a little story. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican, right? In my family, I'm the only one that got this texture hair, right? Well, not now because, you know, my sister got her kids Hispanic and black, my kids Hispanic and black. So, but my immediate family, all that, right? The only one that got this texture hair, this texture beard and all that, it's me. Because I'm the only one from my cousins, to my brothers, to my sisters, to my aunts, my uncles, all of them. I was the only one that was Puerto Rican and Dominican. Like, I remember as a kid, like, I love my uncle, but he crazy. But I remember my uncle as a kid telling me, oh, like, you got that peasy hair and like that. Because everybody in my family got that slick, that, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm always thinking, I'm like, all right, my hair peasy, my hair bad. And that's until I met my wife. And she taught me about, you know, hair textures. How some people got 3, some people got, they were like 3C, 3-4, whatever the f she was telling me. But she told me about hair texture and like that. Now I'll be going down memory lane and I'm like, my family really used to be racist. It's not funny because it's not funny, but when you think about it, you're like, yo, they was really out here being racist. And you know what's crazy? It's crazy that it be like older Hispanic people that be the most racist. Like, I remember, like, Puerto Ricans got this word that they use called moyo, and that's to describe like that's the derogatory word for black people, like that Hispanics use. They be like, oh, ese es un moyo, blah blah blah, el moyo ese, and then they say another, you know, muy apestoso, whatever the f they want to say, right? And I'm like, damn, bro, like, I ain't really use the word because I thought the word was stupid. Like, it was just, what the f is a moyo anyway? Like, to me, it was like, what the f is that? But yeah, these LA riots just showing me, like, because they've been coming out with people, calling cops the N-word. They've been coming out with a video of Shorty talking about some, she ain't even coming to America because it was all so great. It was slightly better than Mexico. Bruh, just, if it was slightly better, how about you get your ass back over there then? That's just how I feel at this point, bruh.
This is really sad, but I'm glad he's speaking the truth. No matter how uncomfortable it may be, he's exposing the colorism, the featureism, the racism he's experienced in his own family because he was the darkest family member with a different texture as a Puerto Rican and Dominican. Just knowing how his family is, I would definitely limit or at least monitor their interaction with his own children, considering his kids are mixed with black. So now they're probably the blackest in the family, and you know, just knowing everything that he's already aware of, you gotta be careful. They may try to program his children and repeat the same anti-black behavior towards them or implant it in them. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about all this. You have a Puerto Rican and Dominican man speaking out, exposing his racist family members. He's tired of other Hispanics begging black people for help while they're still anti-black. And then you have an African brother exposing how anti-black Latinos are not just filled with contempt for black Americans, but they're literally trying to take food out the mouths of black men, their women, and their children by going on the job and trying to get all the black men fired so they can bring in their Latino cousins and all their family members. Tell me what you think about this below. Special thank you to Roland C. I appreciate you, Roland, for all your support for the channel, as well as Elmer. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.